but it's a Pyrrhic victory at best.
Oh, they're recalling bottom though.
Prince, careful there, buddy.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, this looks dangerous.
And Lasso not quite going to be there in time. Echo
Ooh.
afterwards, big turn. Okay, Jubei
This
just
tower
got
hits
blown
too.
the hell up. But they will kill off Prince for Ryoya. This could be good though. If they can get that follow-up turn here onto Yamsun and finish him off. They're moving in with the Bloodseeker, but he's still really far away. Oh my god, Yamsun might just kill everybody. They literally just might kill everybody. Zamo tries to get out of there. Fissure to get away as the Blood Right comes through afterwards, using that extra movement speed to chase down the Bloody Sky and Old Yoda. Lift up there by the Yule Scepter as Yoda is dead. They're going to find this kill on a Bloody Sky also. Wanted the duel, wasn't going to happen. Was still on cooldown, and a big win again for Black and Yellow.
Yeah, they're playing, you know, showing that they can be the aggressors as well, diving that tier 2 tower. The Blink Echo, I mean, Zabo's hit some nice Echo Slams, but the problem is that seems to be the only big thing they have going for them in these team fights. The Legion pick is just looking very underwhelming. And Zero may get picked off bottom here. That's a nice little consolation prize, but it's still a 15k gold deficit and a big team fight being won by Black and Yellow.
This is where it all turns around, though. You ready? It's the broken thing they were talking about. The Aghanim Shard is online for the Earthshaker. I don't know if it changes much.
I mean, yeah, perhaps the best shard in the game. It definitely helps. It changes things a little bit, but it doesn't fix their damage problem. And Weaver going Lincolns is... Oh, Jewel again, I hear. Okay. Jubei's been caught.
So it won't be a victory.
Force stuff, but yeah.
Let's get the kill, though.
It's like the 5 position to block a smoke gank, so you don't feel too bad if you're Jubei there. Yeah, I still feel like Radiant have damage problems right now. Legion at no point is going to be a carry this game. Hasn't picked up enough dual damage, hasn't got enough items. Void Spirit, you know, his damage kind of falls off at some point when you're going this, you know, you're kind of this utility playmaking hero. There's not really this damage scaling from the build we're seeing. This is not like a Deso Void Spirit build. So it's just Weaver who has a Maelstrom Lincolns, which is also not a damage dealing build.
Right, and it's like sort of items to make sure that he doesn't get picked off. It feels like they're almost thinking about going like a, I don't know, split pushy, try and slow the game down and maybe find pickoffs every now and then type of play, which is, I guess, what they have to do.
Yeah. Another smoke from A-Team. They unfortunately can't really invade the high ground here. They do have a ward, but it's just Ryoya's Batrider who they see, so they're going to lose their tier 2 bottom tower, and it looks like lose their shrine control as well. Or outpost control.
If they rotate top on Black and Yellow to fight this, A-Team, I mean, they want to try and set this up here.
They have Echo Slam, so that's basically the cooldown they have to play around the most. Right. Black and Yellow's just making sure Roche isn't going on. That's the one thing they don't want to give up. But, you know, Radiant don't have a great Roshing lineup, so it's not very likely.
And Rises used his time-lapse there, actually, just to make sure that he can get this tower down. Ooh, barely finishes it off.
Flea almost got the deny. Zabo will snipe the bounty runes. Bottom, I think Legion scouted a bounty rune being stolen top, so they know Black and Yellow are nearby. Snipe some couriers. Both teams very close to each other. Playing on each other's side of the map, kind of.
Rises needs to be careful here. Yoda's going to TP out, and it looks like the Weaver's going to stick around for one more wave. So it is transitioned very much into slow the game down, try and wait for that next round of item timings for A-Team. It feels like, well, Black and Yellow still trying to play this sort of dominate the map, keep them penned in type of play. But they did give up a tier 2 tower. You know, that's not insignificant.
And I think the A-Team lineup in a team fight looks way scarier when Weaver has this MKB. That +1 damage item just makes a world of difference.
Right. Well, will he be able to finish it off in time and get it used? There is a Roche that's being taken right now by Black and Yellow.
They got a smoke. I don't see any.
Earthshaker's not with him.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like they're contesting. He's getting down some, you know, much needed vision. I like the idea, but man, Sorosha's dying slowly, but they just don't have map control right now. Even with the vision, they've got good vision up, but they just don't seem to have these lanes pushed out in a way that's going to help them contest this. That's really a big problem with go back to the black and yellow supports. Phoenix Cuddle, these two heroes have just kept all these lanes pushed out.
You just got a Shivas on Flea. Oh my god, that's wild. He is actually catching up to the Void Spirit and the Weaver, in fact, and Yamsung makes the TP down bottom, and they cannot address this Wraith King at all. He's just completely free to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, had that added gold from the Philosopher's Stone. See some tier 3 neutral items coming out now. Batrider's had this Quicksilver Amulet, which is perhaps one of the best neutral items in the game for Batrider. Especially at the tier 1, tier 2, it's just going to be the best neutral item, I want to say, for Bat. And black and yellow ready to fight up top. They have a ward, though, so they want to play around this vision.
I mean, they just saw the Wraith King get relocated back in, though, and they don't have Rises with them. You can't fight this, surely.
He's got 3 lives.
Oh, well, as there is a pause, Weaver. Oh no, there's a little bit of lag. I think Princess just needs to run the hell away. This is scary time.
Yeah,
Oh my god, a little bit of casual trash talk.
They do see the Shaker. No, Shaker's fine.
Oh my god, I just want to see them run right at Zabo and just kill him right. Dude, they're doing it. They're going. There's like, you can't get away. We're coming for you.
Maybe Prince is in trouble. He's got Astral Steps, but...
Alright, they're getting out of there.
Okay.
I like the flavor from Flea, though.
Eye on the prize. Yamson's like, guys, I'm just going to hit some buildings. Let's not chase, these little rats around the map. We don't need to deal with their split push now.
No. 16,000 gold lead. Aegis still in hand. AC done. Wraith King knocking on the front door. And do they go high ground? I mean, I don't think there's much that stops it. A Paladin Sword just chilling on the ground over there.
It was like, Wraith King, you getting this, buddy? There we go. Nice item for him to have. Boost up lifesteal.
Oh, Fissure, Enchant Totem, everything to try and slow down the push, but it is not easy at all. Enchant Totem. Oh, taunt. Can they kill him once? Okay.
That's once, though. And the problem is he has an Aegis. So usually you kill him once, and then you have this 40-second, 35-second window to go on him. Problem is that Aegis narrows that window. So if you go on him, you're going to maybe break Aegis, but then he's going to have Reincarnation. And you're going to have to commit every spell to kill him, and you're going to get wiped. So
with the wraparound, finds one good silence there, but it's not going to be in time. Purged off immediately afterwards. Okay.
Yeah, good
save. They baited out BKB and Lasso.
Yeah, not the initiation Rio was hoping for, but unfortunately, Yamson, there's still just no answer for this Wraith King. He's just hidden buildings.
Yeah, and he actually has his ulti back up again, so it's like you didn't even kill him once. Frustrating stuff indeed, as Yamsun continues to beat into him, jumps onto the back line, silence onto everybody, Yules afterwards. They're going to pop the egg immediately. Rise is trying to get it, but the blinding light, they're not hitting it. It's taking him down. The big old jump. Legion Commander going to fall. They take down Prince afterwards. What a sick play from the supports. The egg into blinding light. So good.
It's scary. Yeah, the Coddle Phoenix, a lot of synergy between these two heroes, and they had to go on the back lines and ignore the Wraith King. I think at that point you've already lost your Rex, so you may as well probably not force the fight. If you're going to make that play, you probably want to do it before the Rex goes down, but at the same time, I totally understand. A-Team's just feeling like they have to make some kind of a play and move. They're watching their Rex die for nothing, and potentially they're going to watch the same thing happen mid. So this time around, there's no Phoenix Egg, and they've got Echo Slam, so as soon as Void Spirit respawns, I think you got to try to take a fight.
Well, I mean, yeah, like you said, still a ton of time left on this Aegis, a minute and a half at least, and they have proven they don't have an answer for this, really. Like, Weaver just has to run out here. He's got his MKB done, but I don't think even that's enough to really deal with any of these heroes.
Yeah. They somehow have to find a way to get on the Coddle as #1 priority. They go on Ryoya, though. Not a bad target as well.
Pull him back in. Can't get the kill, though. And Yamsun, again, playing defense for his team. Rises, comes out of the Sakuchi. They're going to throw out that Atos. Breaks the Lincolns. And again, with the lasso ready with the Blink Dagger, he can't be too careful.
And again, they're trying to make a play. It's not like they're just watching. Oh, nice Echo.
Oh, Echo onto 2, but they turn it back around. Jubei will be the one caught. He gets killed off. They try and take down Princess afterwards and immediately get him. Leash up onto 2. Void Spirit going to buy back and try and get into this fight. Legion living a little bit longer. The silence onto everybody. Not a bad play from Prince as he gets back into the fray. Zero can't quite get in range. Rises though, throws out a couple more right clicks, and that's enough for the kill. So they take down 2, and now Yamsun, with his Aegis still in hand, they're going to be able to take him down once. And in just a second, the Aegis is going to be reclaimed. They might be able to find the kill afterwards. Leave him alone for a second. Rise, they don't have an answer. They don't have an answer for this. Jubei is so hard to deal with, but okay. Prince making the play, and now they kill Jubei.
Now they can do it. It's 4 versus 1.
And Aegis wearing off.
Okay,
he runs up there. They can't quite get him in time. They have duel available, but it's so hard to kill that Wraith King.
I think if you duel him, the Wraith King will kill the Legion, to be totally honest. Good-ish fight from A-Team. They have to commit a lot of buybacks on both Shaker and Void Spirit, but they're going to get a 2-1 tower. They got a lot of XP. That's the big thing, too, getting all those kills. Going to get some key levels for some of these heroes, but again, it just feels so rough because the way that fight starts is because they feel forced to make a play because Wraith King's just sitting on the high ground taking a wreck, so they're down 2 lanes of wreck still, and unfortunately they're going to have no map control, and it's going to be very hard for them to contest next Roshan if Black and Yellow want to play it safe and play it slow from here on out.
Right. I'm thinking about that Roche fight and what that looks like, and I think Rises might need to get a rapier or something at this point, to be honest.
I'm down
that might
for
change things.
I mean, that's the kind of all-in play. That's the only way I could see things changing is like a rapier here.
Has come back into fashion.
Yep. I mean, I hope you deal with all the mischance. I guess he's already got the MKB. So you feel like a little silly going like for 2 items to address that, but no, not the worst.
Well, regardless, it looks like Black and Yellow are not going to be waiting immediately, at least, as they run back down bottom. Could go in and just pressure with the next wave. They don't have a catapult wave here, though.
Yeah, I mean, the big reason why that fight went the way it did is just cooldowns. Flea didn't have Egg, so Coddle also wasn't there with the Ag Scepter until later. So if they have Egg, I don't see a way A-Team actually win that fight the way they did. And it was only barely a win. Like, they killed 4 heroes, but it cost them multiple buybacks, and like they lost, I think, when I say like 4 heroes themselves. So
Just jumps up to high ground, because why not? Finds the bloody sky, tries to get out of there. The egg, they turn onto it, tries to get the finish. Oh, but the Coddle, no, they managed to get it. Big Echo finding Jubei and Zero, as they've already lost 2. But the Wraith King comes back in, and Zero takes down that Earthshaker. So they managed to trade 1 for 1, basically, with the 4 positions, and 1 life from Wraith King.
Yep. Colo going to go down as well. Prince sniping the backlines, and Zero's very low here.
Okay, Rises shows up as well. They kill everybody. This actually could be relevant.
He's got no ultimate.
Black and Yellow, they went out a bit too far. They went a bit too deep. They have 10 seconds left to kill him in, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen. But they can... Nah, I won't get Ryoya either.
No. They're hunting, but yeah, he's got a BKB TP if needed. Just going to go for the TP out.
I mean...
Nice fight. A bit of overconfidence. I don't think they expected the BKB Legion, because that was a big part of why they were able to get the kill. I think Legion was able to... I don't know if it was silence or something, but he just BKB and then just was hitting the Egg with his team, and Egg just got deleted.
I will say, that was 3,000 XP going to the Void Spirit. He and Weaver are now both level 23. Okay. I don't think that if you're Black and Yellow, you can afford to just give up fights like that. Yeah. I mean, they're way far ahead, but like... No, I've seen crazier comebacks before.
It'd be pretty big if both those 2 heroes can get their level 25s. Those talents can be pretty game-changing. Weaver's very good. And, the Dissimulate stun, which I imagine Void Spirit will get, is also pretty high impact in a team fight.
We'll say if you go to Dota Plus win probability, it has not changed from 99%. Dota Plus does not believe.
I think what's going to change because of what just happened bottom is Black and Yellow are going to say, okay, they're going to defend, we're going to wait for Roshan now. So we're going to see them probably just chill, get the next Aegis and Cheese, and then time their next play around that. Batrider, by the way, about to pick up an Aghanim Scepter, so...
Ooh. Have the damage issues for you feel like they've been solved for A-Team, or are they still pretty prevalent?
They're pretty prevalent. The only hero that's really, improved their damage output is Weaver with this MKB pickup, which is why they were able to... They can kill these supports easily.
Right.
And they can kill the egg, You don't have to do damage to kill an egg, you just have to right-click enough times, so... But outside of that, it does feel like they're struggling to kill heroes quickly in these team fights.
They almost have a Grimstroke Aghanims, actually. That'd be pretty nice. Be a good pickup. As Prince getting closer to his Lincoln Sphere, which is not damaged, but can help save him maybe some of these fights.
And Weaver with a BKB queued up. I think I like the idea of getting the Rapier that you were mentioning. It sounds more all-in and just like kind of crazy, but I don't think this BKB is going to win you this game. It might win you one fight where you can kill the egg or stay alive because of it, but I don't think the game changes with this BKB.
It's definitely always rough, these late game itemization questions, and now you're a couple of gold short on a few of these key items. They do have the Aghanim Scepter done for the Grimstroke, and we're getting pretty close to Lincoln. He's actually going to sell a couple of items on the Void Spirit to finish it off. He's 8 gold away from finishing his Lincoln, so no buyback for him. Yep. The only buybacks in the game on the Phoenix and the Bloodseeker.
Bloody Sky just camping this ward. Sentry comes down and he's going to have to back off, it looks like, yeah.
It's out as well.
They thought about playing around their vision, but once it got dewarded, they did not have a good opportunity to go in.
Bloody Sky, he gets jumped on right at the start, has to pop to press the attack. Now the jump around. Wait, they have the Wraith King illusion. That's a big one to get.
Yeah.
The M-Sun gonna fall. Look at it. Look at it tearing them apart. They actually force out the egg as it's gonna run down Jubei. Look at that Wraith King.
There's your damage.
Oh, wait, but they got rises. They kill off the Weaver. What more can they do here as they try and turn this? The taunt, they catch him, but the big echo! Look at Sabo coming through and takes them all down! What a freaking win! The A-Team! Oh my god! Prince is now going to try and chase down Zero in the presence of madness. The Joker finds some sanity, and they take them all down.
Insane fight! That Shaker Slam, the Grimstroke Aghanim Scepter, I didn't actually see that item pickup, but yeah, it doesn't solve all your damage problems, but it gives you a hell of a lot of damage. That Wraith King just chased Coddle away and got solo killed a Coddle, basically. That was huge.
Oh my god. And now at 39 minutes, they're going to run and try and get these outposts as well. They'll get at least one of them. I mean, I don't know. They got a hell of a lot from that last fight. We've almost got AC done on Legion Commander. What else is there really that's coming up soon? I guess Scotty is the next pickup for Weaver, maybe. Are we almost at 25s? That was huge.
Yeah, they must go to hell. Yeah, Void Spirit did because he stayed alive. Weaver died, unfortunately. The nice thing about the Batrider Aghanim Scepter is it means you can lasso these heroes through Lincolns if you target someone next to them. But yeah, I think that's probably how Weaver died, because it looked like Weaver's Lincoln's was actually up when he was lassoed there. But yeah, Weaver not far from level 25. They're holding on. They've got this one lane of racks, and they've weathered the storm. There's not going to be an Aegis now for quite a long time. Roche is not going to respawn for at least 5 more minutes, so they can move out on the map, get some map control. Just, they're going to feel a bit stronger here.
And they get the 40-minute outposts, both of them on A-Team. So taking that XP away from Black and Yellow as well.
I think Black and Yellow got caught a bit by surprise by that Ag's Grimstroke. They're probably going to have to prioritize killing the illusion a bit in these fights, because it just does so much damage. Or at least disengaging.
You have to lasso it?
Yeah.
It's like spell immune.
Exactly, yeah. Lasso it or right-click it, which is just Wraith King who can right-click it, but I'm not sure if it's worth lassoing. Hard to say.
It's weird. Or just don't, but you have to send Wraith King in. Like, he's the one that has to be in front.
And the cooldown is, like, the duration is only a little bit less than the cooldown, so it's got pretty high uptime. It's like 75% uptime, roughly.
All right, what else do we have as far as these items are concerned? Let's see. Spell Prism on the Void Spirit. They haven't picked up another tier 4 item on a team. As far as Black and Yellow, they've got Timeless Relic, a Pent-Edged Sword, Trickster Cloak, and a Stormcrafter now. So a couple of ways to... Like, the freaking Timeless Relic on Bat is amazing.
Yeah, that seems really nice. Looking at the other stuff, decent, but...
Weaver. Lasso. Oh, they broke it. They broke that Lincoln so quick and did not get a reaction in time. No buyback.
Such a hell of a team fight bottom, and now they're going to have to do another one without their Weaver. That's a bit soul-crushing. We'll see if Zabo can do it again. He's been saving this game team fight after team fight with his Shaker, but they're going to go in the Phoenix on the back line.
Jump-in duel. Gets it right at the start, trying to blow him up. Prince, they find one kill. That's not bad at all. Yamsun fighting himself. Kills it off.
The shard just allows Shaker to change some people without going in there. Like, he doesn't have to jump into the Ignis Fatus or the Will-O-Wisp.
Ooh. Trying to blow him up. Yamsun taking some extra burn damage there. Jumps in and gets the kill from Bloody Sky. Stormcrafter get himself out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, that quick dispel.
And they got another one. Oh no, look out, Jubei. He's coming for you. He's coming for you.
Oh, double lasso.
Oh, that could be really rough. Zero tries to take him down. In some trouble, Legion, but Prince able to get away. At least for now. Jubei still taking that damage from the Wraith King illusion.
Yep.
As it's going to try and chase him down. He's faster than you. He's faster than you. Run away, Coddle. Get out of there.
Let's go for Soph. He's okay.
He's fine.
Yeah, okay. Expired too. Unfortunately, Shaker didn't have mana there. When they got 2 hero lassoed, if Zabo could have Blink Echoed, that would have been massive, but he just used up all his mana pool by just throwing fissures from the outside of the fight, which, you know, that's his job. By the way, Shaker, Timeless Relic on him. That is very scary.
Potentially devastating. Oh, they have another one.
Illusion again. Just charging it in.
This is a menace. He's trying to blinding light it. That doesn't work, my dude. Oh, God, he's got to run away. The chase down, it just
my God. He needs a Glimmer Cape, I guess. Or he's got a Ghost Scepter queued up. That works too, but... Yeah.
Dude. That is so painful.
It's just great. Games like this is so fun to watch because it's like, if you're out there and you're like, man, I just want to play carry, get items, and do stuff, watch what these supports are doing. Both supports on both teams are having the most impact in this entire game. Like, the Weaver, the Wraith King, like, yeah, they're doing their job, they're doing fine, but it's the Grimstroke, the Shaker on A team who are carrying the hell out of them and keeping them alive. It's the Coddle and Phoenix who won the early game. Not sure what that egg was about, but Flea gonna drop an egg.
Yeah. He hadn't used it in a little while.
Testing. It still works.
Oh, he has a refresher orb. Dude, next level big brain play, you make him think that you don't have it. And then you pop it afterwards.
Okay.
You don't believe it.
You know,
Thank you for humoring me.
You know what's better than that? Having 2 eggs, I think. Especially because they don't know he used it in fog.
Well, it makes it daylight. I guess it's daytime already, but it doesn't make that sound.
That's true. Yeah. They maybe notice regardless.
Well, Roche is coming back up. I appreciate you humoring me there. As they still are 2 racks down. That's the other thing to keep in mind here is that, like, they're still playing from super big deficit. Black and Yellow, it feels like they should just be able to close this out, right? You've got so much net worth on this big bad Wraith King who can just, like, run up high ground, but they haven't been able to take out the tower yet.
Yep. They've held on just enough. Legion's got damage now, and this is, baby steps towards having a late game where you could win this game, One fight at a time. That's how A-Team have taken this, and they're still in this game. Zabo's holding on to his buyback. He doesn't want to hard commit to this BKB. He knows that his buyback's the most impactful one.
Right. Yeah, has to have it. If he goes down at this point, it's just curtains.
Yeah. Like, I can see Weaver spending money to not have buyback to get another big item, but yeah, Shaker is just too impactful.
They jump on A-Team, but the rest of the team is here. It doesn't matter. They do have buyback on that Legion. Roche, 10 seconds away. Oh, this is a really quick respawn. Are Black and Yellow going to go and check it? Jubei, he's on the case. Oh, maybe not. He's just going for the D ward.
Yep.
I mean, if you lose this fight as black and yellow and then lose Roche afterwards, that actually could be the turning point they need. Yamsun walks up to high ground. They're going to try and slow him down again. Good silence onto all the egg off to the side and then the back out. A-Team just going to give it up for the moment. Still holding on that Legion. And the silence, the taunt, pulls them back in, blows them up once. Can they do it again? Legion might need to buy back now. They have the egg with the refresher there, and now trying to take down this range Rax. Oh, they managed to find that stun. That was a good fight by black and yellow right there. That was really well played.
Yeah. They played it cautiously. The second the Legion bought back, they disengaged. They used double egg just to kind of secure themselves an okay fight. Like, neither of those eggs was like the kind of egg that's going to win you a team fight, but I think they're really starting to show a bit more, respect for A-Team. Not that they were disrespecting them before, but they're just playing ultra cautiously now. Problem is, they have no eggs now. If A-Team can get a fight, this could go well for them.
They're underneath vision. Assimilate. Dodges it. Prince onto everybody. They take down
the
one.
backline.
That's Jube did it right at the start. And now there's a Raid King illusion. It's going to start tearing into them. Tries to bring down a couple. Prince lives through it at least the first round now. Double kill from Rises as he's trying to chase down and kill that Bloodseeker. The big jump in from Zabo catches the ball. What a fissure. What an echo. What a fight. A triple kill from Rises as they all get thrown into the cheese grater yet again. Yamsun going to get that TP out, the sole survivor. But another one fight by A-Team.
They're doing it, Gabe. I don't know how, but they're somehow doing it. That was absolutely crazy. The Batrider had the double lasso, but Legion kind of won them that fight by just blinking in and tanking the double lasso. Instead of latching onto the Weaver, it latched onto the Legion as the second target. So Weaver was just right-clicking people while his Legion was just lasso, which is great. Rise is absolutely shredding people. Now as a DD, it's gonna...
Oh! The Abyssal! The control! Time-lapse, he's fine. Okay, they get the kill on the tower, but they see that Roche is up right now, and a DD on Rises.
And they're all dead. They're gonna get this, I want to say. That's a refresher instead of Ags. Does anyone use refresher shaker? Sure.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
His mana pool is a pretty big problem. The good thing is refresher shard has 0 mana cost, unlike the refresher orb, so
Yeah. It's something. Does he get it from him? He does.
Yep.
But like you said, that mana pool is going to be a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how they're going to deal with that.
I think he needs some. He has a refresher queued up. I think at this point you maybe consider getting an item to boost your mana pool, potentially. We'll see. I mean, he's going to say buyback, so he only has 1,000 gold. Like, buy a casual energy booster or something. But A-Team are just holding the line. They're playing so well from behind. And black and yellow, it's like they're not doing anything like egregiously wrong. Nothing like the point of like, they need to do this or they did that wrong. It's just, A-Team's just putting together some immaculate team fights.
Well, GoDz, we told the people at home it was going to be a hell of a series, and so far it's a hell of a game number 1. This is what we wanted to see from these two teams. It's a battle to stay alive in the upper division here, and we're coming up now on the 50-minute mark as A-Team have been able to claw their way back in. I think this is where things start to get more testy, though, in a way almost, because there's just one job when you're trying to hold a tower. Now they have to actually play out along the map and not get picked off, which is not easy against this lineup of black and yellow.
Yeah, things will change when you're, like you say, you're basically building your entire game plan around that bottom racks. But now, if you're trying to win the game, at some point you have to build your game plan around a much larger map, and that's going to create opportunities for black and yellow to find pickoffs, to make plays. So A-Team have to be careful about how they approach this.
Ooh, really? Yeah. Caught sight of Rises there for a moment and maybe to get out.
And it is scary. These Lincolns are going to be the crucial thing to kind of keep an eye on in these fights and just when these pickoffs happen, because the lasso rupture combo is like going to delete any hero. We saw that on the Legion commander mid. So basically, anyone who doesn't have Lincolns up is going to become a big target for that combo. But the supports are just going to be nowhere near the Batrider. They're never going to be in the front lines. And getting to the supports is something that Black and Yellow's draft doesn't do well. That's why these fights are going so well for A-Team, is that their supports don't get pressured, whereas Black and Yellow, their supports are always getting jumped.
By Yamsun's illusion.
Yeah, exactly.
That is that the Dark Portrait to me has felt like one of the things that really changed the game. Oh no, Prince. He's underneath this ward. Wait, but he spots them. Tries to go in. The taunt, they BK beat on Legion.
Yeah, a bit of a misclick maybe.
This is dangerous. Rises, goes all the way in, pops his BKB. Abyssal comes out, and now the Rupture as well. They've got the Dark Portrait in, got the egg as well. That illusion does nothing to it, though. And they are going to have to retreat at the moment. Rises, Rupture about to wear off, jumps in, finds the duel, and the Echo! The combo comes out, they have the Refresher already used. Still a bit of a mana pool left if they want to go all the way in, but the Sunray trying to keep everybody survivable. Bloody Sky tries to back out now with two already dead. They're in a dangerous area. Silence came out, chase down, they got one. It's the Bloodseeker. It's a pretty good one to get if they can finish the deal. The right clicks are there, and Princey also found Flea. The stun is there, and 4 are likely gonna fall now. Black and Yellow lose another fight, and A-Team surging forward.
They're doing it. They're coming back. It's been like 99% on that win probability for so long, and they're just turning this around.
Look at the graphs. I mean, yeah, you talk about it. It has been such a ridiculous turnaround. And now going high ground, how do you defend against this? They don't have their Batrider for another 40 seconds.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're going to be inclined to buy back. We'll see if A-Team go for the throne or if they, go the more conservative approach, which is just take multiple lanes of racks. I imagine they're going to go for that. They don't know the buyback status of this Batrider. They maybe have an idea because of his item pickups.
They do have the 400 press the attack AoE. Look at how quickly these buildings fall.
Oh my god, that talent's insane.
They might go.
Yeah,
they might go for the throne. A-Team, this is a huge opportunity for them. They have to buy back on everybody and now retreating.
That's good though. I mean, getting a second lane of racks doesn't do, like, whether you're up 1 racks or 2, well, whether you're down 1 racks or both sides have 2 racks down, doesn't make a huge difference. Those buybacks though make a huge difference in this game. So forcing 2 buybacks, really smart play from A-Team.
And they got that racks beforehand as well, before they forced the buybacks. Now, they did lose a tier 4 tower here. And I mean, things could fall apart so quickly, but I can't believe, I mean, again, this all starts back when, Black and Yellow, they just decide that they want to try and go high ground instead of going back and securing the Roche that they had an option to secure.
Yep.
And A-Team taking full advantage now.
Yeah, the slight overconfidence, twice they tried to push that 3rd lane of racks without Aegis when they could have waited, and twice they got bested by the Shaker Grimstroke high ground defense. We'll see the Aegis expire now, so we'll see what the call is for A-Team as far as how they want to play. They still have Refresher Shard, and Shaker almost with the gold to buy the Aether Lens, so that's going to boost up his mana pool, which is, the best part about it. The cast range also pretty damn nice as well.
Yeah. No, definitely. It makes a big difference for sure. And, getting that fissure out that much longer, I think this game has shown the value of that Aghanim Shard on Earthshaker more than any pro game I've seen in a while. Like, they don't win this, they don't at least come this close to winning the game without something like this happening.
Yeah.
As Ryoya is just lassoing Jubei for funsies. Great. It's on such a low cooldown.
Keeping the tensions low. Yeah, the ally one is, 15 seconds with Octarine or something?
And he's got Arcane Blink, too. Yeah, that's silly. Well, you can see Black and Yellow playing very safe right now. Flea is the only one that's not hugging his teammates, but only a 4,000 gold lead as they pressure all the way up to the tier 3 tower top.
Yeah,
Man, what a game.
A-Team wants to take a fight. They're happy to blink echo this Batrider, as we've seen. Like, 1-man echo on the Batrider to kill him before he BKBs can be huge. Now, Rise is going to go high ground into a sentry here, but not afraid for his life. He gets a lot of scouting info.
Break the Lincolns. Dangerous, dangerous,
yeah.
Dangerous. He's still got Satanic, though.
Back up. Yeah.
They're diving really deep for this one, but they get the duel onto 0. And now the Lasso pulls back 1 to keep his Bloodseeker alive.
Nice time lapse.
Oh, that was well done. So both teams now have these versions of save.
Yep.
As they break the Lincolns, Rises provides
a
little bit of
anymore,
cover.
though. The Rupture is really important in these fights. Basically, it's what prevents the Weaver from just overrunning your backline.
Right.
And Rises did a really good job of sniping the Coddle, then time-lapsing back to safety. So, a pick-off and a buyback. These buybacks is the big thing you have to play around in the late game. And suddenly, the gold lead has disappeared. It is less than a 1k gold advantage and 3 Dire Heroes without buyback. Maybe 4, I believe?
4. The only one with buyback is the Wraith King. If they can take down everybody else, that's game. A-Team All they need to do now is win one more fight. They've won like 7 in a row, and Black and Yellow have, I mean, their back's up against the wall now. Roche, 20 seconds away. You can see they're making the decision to wait for Roshan now on the A team. Play around this high ground.
Weaver's got an Ag shard coming out. Not the best of shards, but at this point, for 1,400 gold, you may as well get it for the Invis reveal, and also, cooldown reduction is pretty nice.
Yemsun has 11k gold just in his inventory.
These ultra late games, when you're a carry with too much gold, it's always like, what do you buy? What do you do with it? Like, he can buy a rapier now. I guess he gets rid of his Radiance, potentially? Okay, he's going to backpack the AC. I don't know what you want to backpack here.
Okay. Well, that's what he's got backpacked for the moment. I mean, they already have an AC, so it's not like you get that from the Dark Portrait. But getting closer to the next tier of neutral items as well, which could be that other big tipping point that we sometimes see at that 60-minute mark. Only 3 minutes away now, as Roche, a minute and a half until it's going to respawn.
Oh, they smoke up on A team. They know there's no ward there. And the dire ward, they're playing around this vision. So they need to pop a smoke and then Zero. He may be the one to get jumped. So they're going to de-ward with the Weaver.
Oh, Jubei.
Yeah.
Not going to get called. Oh, the Inksoul Radius. That's enough. They catch him. Now, the egg off to the side. They get the catch on the Bloody Sky. Try and kill him off. Now the last pulls in Prince. Seeing if they can kill him off. They take down 2. That is what they needed on Black and Yellow. A big win as Old Yoda also now in some trouble. Rises, trying to come in here and make something happen. Sabo with the big old combo. Catches onto all of them. Oh my goodness. Is it going to be enough though? Rises needs to do so much damage here. Sabo again jumping onto them with that BKB, but he's out of mana. Nothing left in the tank. He turns, tries to break down Zero, needs a couple more punches, but it won't happen. Oh my goodness. The gem on the deck.
He went all in with the double Echo Slam. 3 of them were grouped up. Not a bad idea. Unfortunately, the Wraith King with the Ag Scepter was able to, keep the Batrider alive so he could still get off some spells afterwards. And Ryoya did have buyback, so able to come back into the fight. And we'll see where things land after this one. Whether or not Radiant will have to use buybacks is going to be crucial here. And if you're Black and Yellow, you're thinking, do we go for Roche? Do we try and force this? Do we want to force these buybacks? Because if you don't force these buybacks, A-Team is still in an okay position.
Right. Well, and now, the Roche is going to be back up, and it's going to be, sort of slightly on the earlier side of a Roche respawn. But I think that Black and Yellow probably, like you said, going to try and force those buybacks first by going down bottom. And they will use 1 at least on the Grimstroke. Still have it available on that Earthshaker and the Void Spirit. But Void Spirit might be able to wait us out. We'll have to see.
No. Yeah, we're looking for a jump here. Bloody Sky has to be so careful. He doesn't have a Lincoln Sphere, so he can't really afford to reveal himself. And he's going to get caught by Ryoya, potentially.
Ooh, okay. And they've got the Dark Portrait.
Yeah.
Going to send it in. Jumps. Finds the Bloody Sky. Duel is there.
He's just dead. That's without buyback. I don't think he knew that was an Abyssal Blade. He just popped his... God. I think he was just going to BKB TP. I mean, you can't BKB TP out against Jewel for one thing, but I don't know what Ryoya was doing there. That's 2 minutes without Batrider. That's Roshan plus high ground, I want to say.
Yeah, that's everything. I mean, you need the Batrider in these fights to sort of keep it even.
Yeah, it's still very hard to go high ground against, like, Double Egg, Coddle with Will-O-Wisp, like that. I mean, it's a Rapier Wraith King. We saw last fight what he can do. He's level 30 now as well, so by no means is this game. This is still far from game. There's still a very convincing team fight left for Black and Yellow for their high ground defense.
Right. Well, that is going to be Ag. Oh, Bloody Sky took Ags.
Okay.
I mean, he does have 200 dual damage. All right.
I think that's good, right? Like,
every game that I've seen of Legion Ags, they lose because of Legion Ags, but this might be the exception.
It just allows Legion to, kind of isolate one and be spell immune, which, I think is good if you go on like a Phoenix or Coddle but yeah, right. We'll see. I'm curious.
Yeah. Still 50 seconds. They got a mirror shield up on the Wraith King. So the 16 all attributes and then the blocking and reflecting spells.
Prince TP back to push out top. I guess they are worried about that backdoor threat. They know one of the ways they lose Rupture being thrown. They recognize one, lose condition is this split push backdoor from... If Wraith King TPs into the base and goes for your throne, you can lose. So they're going to deal with top wave.
The big heads-up plays that you like to see. And they've gone to Rises here.
There's no Void Spirit here.
Time lapse.
Yeah.
They're trying to... Satanic. He's fine.
Illusion also being very annoying. They're going to not force the issue while Batrider's dead. I think they are just respecting that team fight, double egg. Level 27 Phoenix, you need so many hits to kill off that Supernova. It's just not really doable.
They got a Pirate Hat and a Seer Stone, a Giant's Ring for the Void Spirit.
Ooh.
Although it looks like they're trading it around right now, trying to figure out who they're going to give it to. So Pirate's Hat. Wait, bottom? The M-Sun, they found him. As well as on the other side, they found the Batrider. If he dies again, this is devastating. Legion Commander trying to take it down. Hex again controlled, but the big Echo comes in right at the end. Do they have the damage? The second Echo is enough. They take him down one. Legion dropping low. No buyback for that Legion. The chase down trying to come through. They kill off Prince as well. What more do they have left?
Look at the Rupture rises.
Rupture rises. He has Reflection.
Oh, but Shaker charge. That's
yet
so
again.
bullshit.
What a freaking big play from Zabo, the savior. Yet again, this is the Aegis, but they've still got another round of it.
Oh, and Bloodseeker dying on the backlines. He's just able to chain stun people. Like, he just fissures, keeps Rises alive, chucks a totem without even having to blink in, stuns people some more, and Rise is able to Satanic up. It's just insane. It's still not game, though.
Yeah, they don't have Zabo here either for this fight. He had to head back to defend Rack, so stun goes out, gonna break that Lincoln's Abyssal Blade afterwards, tries to take him down, but the time lapse, the runaway, the M-Sun now in deep, they've got the Hex, tries to bring him down. Will they be able to in time? One time, yes, but a second time, maybe not. Oh, maybe not even once. Meanwhile, the Wraith King, Dark Portrait.
So Wraith King got a Mirror Shield. One of the things Dire really needs to try and do is get their neutral items. These tier 5 neutral items is just so game-breaking. But unfortunately, they're stuck in their base. And I think that's, part of A-Team's strategy right now is like, let's keep them, bottled up. If they come out to grab neutrals, try and kill them. But at some point, they have to address the split push. This is where that Rax advantage is helping Black and Yellow. It's forcing A-Team to continuously have to TP and defend this top lane.
Well, and they're not using their neutral items on Radiant either. I guess they now take the Seer Stone on Shaker. I think he's deciding, is it better to have that or the Timeless Relic?
I kind of like the Timeless Relic personally.
Yeah.
I think Seer Stone is just one of the worst tier 5 items. That's why I got given this reveal. It was just such a bad tier 5 item before. I don't even know if anyone wants it. Maybe the Grimstroke does.
The range is kind of nice, but Psychic Headband is good too.
Yeah, I think if anyone takes Seer Stone, it's just Grimstroke.
Right.
I mean, I don't think the push from the Psychic Headband is enough to justify it, but we'll see. Pirate Hat on Weaver would be good, but Mirror Shield, that is an amazing item. You're playing against Batrider.
Yes.
You're playing against Bloodseeker Rupture. Having Mirror Shield to go with the Lincolns, that is absolutely fantastic.
We've got Giant Ring 0. They've got their items out. They're smoking out onto the map. And double Giant Ring. What else is left on the deck here? Like, this is so scary. This is one of those moments where you suddenly can just lose the game in an instant for either team. That's all it takes. Jump in, trying to clear the wave. Buyback status. 3 have it on Dire. Only the Weaver has it on Radiant. You get picked off right now. That's GG's.
But this guy's going to be careful. The one non-Lincoln's core. He's going to blink in and go with an Abyssal. Gets the Jewel.
That's big. That's Ryoya dead.
Oh, he gets
maybe
kept
not.
alive by the Yule.
Okay, chase down, trying to finish off the job, and they will be able to get it, but the lasso afterwards. That Aghanim Scepter from the Wraith King doing a lot of work. Zero getting chased down by Rises, tries to finish him off. Can they get the kill? They will. So 2 dead. 1 for each team. And then also the Bloodseeker soon to go down as well as Rises tries to take down Flea. They have the catch, but the bash onto Rises. Okay. There's the time lapse. That's what they needed. Hex now onto the Wraith King. Echo Slam afterwards connects onto both of them. 4 are dead. They're going to try and take down this Wraith King one more time. I think A-Team might have finally done it as the chase is there. They have the Will-O-Wisp. It is not looking like it's enough as the Wraith King falls. Prince taking a hell of a lot of crit damage. tries to TP back home to secure his rapiers, and he will get them. Has buyback, so round 2 life. Wraith King, big play there to make sure he has his rapiers.
So we'll have one last high ground hurrah. Legion has buyback if they want to commit. It doesn't look like Bloody Sky is going to opt for that, but gotta imagine they're going to be thinking about pressing forward for the throne. Unfortunately, yeah, the creeps, this top lane, the tier 4 towers, getting whittled away at. Rise is going to press forward, but he needs to be careful not to go all on his own. They're using that Seer Stone to scout the high ground, get what vision they can. And we'll see Prince join up with them soon.
He basically has double Lincolns with the Mirror Shield and the Lincolns, so it's a little wild.
Unfortunately, Dire still only have 2 of their tier 5 neutral items. They were they actually managed to push out, but I'm surprised they didn't go for their neutral items.
Yeah, Legion would be so good here with the press the attack.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have her, and instead trying to go... I mean, there's some people pinging tier 4, some going for megas.
I think the megas is
always
good.
A big question.
Yeah, I like this. I think the buyback from Phoenix is there. Actually, yeah, they're maybe not going to get megas.
Okay. Tries to throw out the stun. Fissure to back away. So we come down to the game's still not over. Ooh. Dude, this Legion duel actually has been so key, though. Like, It's been really good.
He's the Abyssal Blade. This has been a pretty big game-changing item as well. Batrider's been caught out by several times. Ryoya was carrying the early game, but he's been a bit of a liability in these last 3 or 4 fights, often getting picked off at the start, so being tricky for him.
Well, they pick up the shard now too for Wraith King. Like, I mean, he's completely maxed out on everything. The buyback status, only the Coddle has it available. Ryoya getting close to it. He's about 500 gold away, while pretty much all of the Radiant has theirs available. But it looks like they're waiting for that next Roche as well, which is, just 10 seconds from being possible to respond. We'll see what the timer is on it.
We need Dire to hit some neutrals, Gabe. They got
they really
two
do.
Neutral items to go. At some point, they got to be saying, like, these there's some possible neutral items that could be crazy good on them. I guess they've got Timeless Relic, so it's more like the supports who could upgrade their neutral items, but...
Right. I mean, depending on what it is, there's a lot of really good ones out there, for sure. Wraith King, he bought Boots of Travel now. He didn't have boots for a little while. He was just running with the Swift Blink.
And at least Giant's Ring gives you some movement speed, so he's not all too slow.
Flea moving out. Rises is up on the high ground. They drop down a ward right away. They spot him. They see him. Can they blow him up in time? No, the press the attack and the time lapse is there. Yamsa now needs to back away, and it looks like after that egg, they're going to retreat.
Yeah, I think they need to disengage. Wait for double egg to come back up. Oh.
Gotta be careful. Abyssal Blade afterwards. Duel comes out right in time. That's Aeon Disc used first. Rises, runs through. Able to back away. Silence onto all of them. Tries to take down one. Coddle dead.
Oh,
what
Phoenix
more can they do here? They gotta run away. Leash the double eight, but there's the echo. The combo comes out from Sabo yet again. He finds them all. Phoenix is dead. A-Team, they might have done it. Yamsun in a world of hurt. He's already used his BKB. Yoda getting chased down by Ryoya on the other side, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. They've got all the lockdown in the world for this Wraith King. He is going to die. And with no buybacks on the Bloodseeker, no buyback on the Phoenix, and most importantly, no Wraith King, that is game. A-Team claw it back from the jaws of defeat.
Wow. Give this Shaker a medal. He is... put this game on his back. I mean, hats off to the entire A-Team side. Their resilience they showed, the ability to not give up, fight to their last dying breath, and somehow pull out the win was absolutely incredible. I feel like this game itself was just a massive highlight reel from a number of players. Just really fun game of Dota.
I love Dota so much. These games like this, they just set you up for, I don't know, all the drama in the world. And you can understand, like, so many times it felt like Black and Yellow was just like right on the cusp of being able to take it. And in the end, they weren't able to close out the game. And I mean, it also takes a team to, recognize those slight weaknesses and take full advantage. And that's what A-Team did. Really, really great start to this series. What more could we want, man?
Oh, I mean, hopefully, game 2 just as good, and maybe even a game 3. This is a series, I've been looking forward to. Yeah, it's not the juggernauts of NA Dota, but it's two teams who are very evenly matched and teams that have improved week after week. And right now, they're slugging it out. They know whoever wins this is likely staying in the upper division. Whoever loses could be eliminated down to the lower division. This is the series of the entire league for both these teams. It's the most important match they're going to play.
My heart be still. All the drama, it's keeping me just like I got palpitations right now. I'm going to go get a glass of water. I encourage all of you guys to get a drink. We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, the panel's going to break down all the mayhem. We're going to get ready for game number 2 right after this.
Really? Bat rider for black and yellow, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
they still need position 1 probably on Undying. I mean, in terms of the position 1s that are left that are not bad against Puck, who's even left in the pool? Like, Rickies are terrible. PL pretty bad.
10 seconds remaining.
You got PA, I guess. PA still there. It's okay.
5 seconds remaining.
It's the only one I got.
I played Alk, but I don't know when is the right time to Alk.
I was ready to pick you. I was ready to pick you. And you go for
no.
Night Stalker.
All right, so I think we're groaning here. I can't speak for both of you, but as I said last time I saw this hero, I've yet to see this hero impress me. Show me why it deserves a 5th and final pick. I hope to see something special here from Black and Yellow because I've yet to see, really in this patch, Night Stalker show me something that gets that gets me excited.
I'm with you, dude. I'm a big Night Stalker fan, and it has not felt that great.
As we said before, it's like obviously he always has to work around the day-night cycle to try to make things work, to try to meet a quota on the hero, but you also realize that the rest of the gang also has to be in on that in some way. But here we see the finishing touch. It's going to be the Ursa coming in. That's the one who can definitely step up and fight into some of these cores. Gentlemen, take it in real quick. Give me your predictions game 1.
I was going to pick black and yellow. I'm so sorry. I hate Night Stalk. I like the idea that this full-on aggression, so it could potentially work, but I'm going to go with Undying just purely based on my hatred for that hero.
It's a great Ursa game. I was looking and I was thinking, like, if Monkey King's not banned, it's going to be a GG. And then Ursa is kind of the second best option there. Beats Night Stalker in lane, beats Jug in the carry matchup. I think this is an amazing Ursa game. I think Undying's going to take it.
All right, we got 2 for Undying over here on the panel. Let's head to a real fast break, but when we return, we have Trent and Lyrical and special guest PPD join the mic. We'll hear their thoughts on this draft as they bring the broadcast.
Hello, cool kids out there. We got some Dota 2 action for you and a wonderful guest. Trent, you're here as well, but we also have the glorious PPD. How you doing, man? Sorry about that, Trent. I had to get you.
Oh my God, doing great too. Thank you. Yeah, I'm having a wonderful time here. Thanks.
How can I? He's got a Wu-Tang Clan poster right behind him. How can I not? This is something beautiful going on. Well, you two have gotten a chance to take a look at the drafts. What are your thoughts going into it now? You guys share the hate for the Night Stalker?
Well, I don't necessarily hate Night Stalker, but I think that if you pick Night Stalker and don't ban Ursa, I think you are kind of asking for a rough time.
Yeah, that sounds pretty fair. Not gonna lie. We had some discussions, Lyrical. You know, it started with the AA. We were talking about like, oh hey, it's the first phase AA.
Yeah.
Which then moved into like, where else are they picking AA? And turns out it's mostly China. Well, this is the first Ancient Apparition pick of the NADPC. So above, lower, and upper. They've only just banned it once, as we see Jubei scouting for a ward here.
Autumn gets the D ward. And gonna take some damage for it, but he's fine. He's out of there.
Another benefit of nighttime, I suppose, eh? But, yeah, so basically this is 4 of the 5 of the same heroes of an LGD draft. They went the whole way down the list. Now, the one thing that's missing, though, is they have Jug and AA in the lane instead of Wraith King and AA. And when it comes to these first pick AAs, the stun is always really nice to have. I mean, Peter, you guys used to run, like, lots of AA. I mean, you've played quite a bit of this hero.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. And
Yeah.
actually... I don't think A is a very good hero. I mean, it can work later in drafts when you kind of see what you're up against, but they picked it as like the 3rd overall pick after getting Puck. I think the hero kind of opens you up more so than like closes down your opponents. Like it invites them to pick really anything they want when you want your early picks to limit the enemy team's draft. That's why people really like Witch Doctor or Enchantress because they're so strong in lane, or they like Nyx because it makes them not want to pick way clear intelligence heroes. AA doesn't really, don't pick Alchemist, don't pick Huskar. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
No more
That's kind of the limit. Yeah. And then the problem is, like, not only that, like, in terms of what your opponents have, they don't even necessarily have the best lane combo either. Like those classics, you know, stuns into cold feet like CK or Sven or even
you have the
Wraith King or
Puck
something.
oil. And I
Yes,
think
yeah,
Puck-
the mid game's
Puck-
good.
Yeah, Puck always needs a lot of like damage on top of his ultimate, but in AA does give that.
Yeah,
So,
I think they kind of took like some of the building blocks of the LGD draft and just didn't quite slot them in like as well. Like as you said, like
Oh.
Puck AA is very good, but then AA is like kind of hung out a little bit in terms of like the laning stage.
You guys are talking about the Wraith King, but I think Wraith King is probably one of the best heroes against Ancient Apparition, and Undying actually had the pick out of that second banning phase, so they could have taken the Wraith King for themselves. Which is great.
Yeah. In that
They
regard, it
were
makes sense they
risk.
went for the ban for sure.
True enough. Well, so far in the laning phase, at the very least, it's looking kind of favored, although Earthshaker's been able to pick up some of the slacking CS where you've sort of been struggling on zero. As you mentioned, a bit of a tough lane, potentially against Tomato. Down here on the bottom side, there's a little bit of a pushback there along the top side, able to keep
no.
Meander away.
Courier.
Another one. Dubu finds it. And this
He's just
guy's always on
walking
the
at them.
lookout.
Yeah, he's just bullying Flea because Flea can't really contest him, and then Zero's just trying to like pull the wave at the same time. So Dubu is just kind of walking around here with his boots, happy as a clam.
Yeah, really heads up play from Dubu to like identify that like boots first position 5 isn't something you see often, but against like double melee heroes who likely have boots themselves, so with, for example, the Earthshaker, it's definitely the right play.
And the slow is just so weak versus Night Stalker in the daytime. Like with the boots, like this Fisher is slow, and then you can just kind of get away.
Yeah, the silencer slow is nothing.
It's a nice little job there by Flea, able to interrupt the side pull that they're trying to get going. And that just pushes a whole wave underneath Zero's tower down bottom. So that part's really good. There's definitely a battle going on up top between Moon and Jubei, just trying to keep them back. And Yamsum's actually going to spin down the wave there. Maybe a little bit concerned.
To me, this lane seems impossible for Dire, and they saw this lane and picked this lane for themselves, which is what is so surprising. That's why this A is just such a bad laner early on, and there's not really any synergy with Juggernaut either. So I don't really see any like. I think Beastmaster is going to take over this lane early, and maybe even take the tower with the 5-minute catapult.
Yeah, they're gonna need like one of those perfect puck rotations at 6 or something to
Look
try
at
and
the
salvage
CS,
this.
It's already a massacre up here, to be honest.
Look at Yamsum right now getting hit by these boars. He actually can't even move. He's at 240 move speed.
It
That's
is just so bad against Zoo, and these guys they banned Enchantress with their first phase bans, which is kind of like the best hero against Beastmaster. But then they didn't even take it. They took AA.
You're gonna harp on it. I can feel the like frustration there in your
This
voice.
hero it just doesn't do well with we call it Zoo, right?
Yeah.
It's just like summons, like AA. What? And if they didn't really ban much Zoo, they banned Oracle, they banned Wraith King, who was like pseudo Zoo, and then I forget their third ban, but Beastmaster, they took it before the bans, so.
Good way to do it. Keeping that pressure on. Yamsum's going to try and spin him down here, but does a little bit of split up, only able to get one of them. We'll see if the Jug can catch back up later. I mean, I guess that's the thing, is like maybe just looking forward towards those mid-game fights, and particularly the first nighttime, which is coming up. But right now, they're losing all 3 lanes.
On the bright
yeah, so-
side, anyone could be feeding right now, and no one's feeding. So they got that.
Oh, that's
going.
true. They're doing a good job of, I guess, like dealing with the lost lanes. I mean, you have lost top lane, lost bottom lane, but if you kind of expect to lose your Night Stalker lane, it is now nighttime though, so he's a different hero. You can potentially feed off the silencer.
Okay. See if they make it happen. As again, keeping that pressure up top. There hasn't really been a rotation. We do have the catapult that's coming in for the Beastmaster at this point.
And Flea's coming mid right now too with the 6 on Roya.
Okay.
They're trying to beat Bryle's timing here, but Bryle looks pretty aware of this. Dubu's even rotating over.
Yeah, they're bringing it in. Courier heads over the top of Flea. Not quite level 6 yet on Bryle, but does have a Fairy Fire as well as a Raindrops. Trying to keep him alive a little bit longer. Going to throw out that little remnant to pull Roya back, and I think that's going to probably be the end of the aggression here. Oh no, he got 6! Okay, Roya's in trouble. Taking so much damage over time, and first blood drawn by Bryle. That is not the way they wanted that to go. black and yellow.
Radiant
Yeah, it was a complete disaster. Shaker does not really do a lot of damage when Puck uses coil. Not really a lot of synergy between those two heroes, so they need to wait for this AA's level 6 at the very least, because I don't see how they're killing anybody on Radiant with that coil at the moment.
That was your classic forced rotation because you feel like you need to do something because your lane was so bad, and in the end you just make things worse in another lane.
Well, it was an interesting idea, but the problem was the Void Spirit got the 6 on these melee creeps. So unless they were going to burst him, which they don't really have a burst lineup, so not yet.
You mentioned it though, like that pressure up top. They just ran him down with the Necro Bucks already up on Saberlight.
Have to use the roar.
Yeah.
And nobody can come top now.
6-minute Necros are like the thing this patch. But when you get those in your lane, like no boots, just your Necros, the game feels very strong.
You can see that like just everything is going in towards those team fights that happen later. Like Jubei 2 points up in the Vortex. There's like nothing to really help with the laning stage. It's all about amping up that damage elsewhere, if possible. And well, down bottom, they're trying to set up, at least it looks like, onto this tower possibly with another 3 minutes left until daytime starts back up. They feel like they got to get something done here.
Samson's just trying to like. I'm not feeling too hot right now. Jubei's gonna get a little bit of solo XP up here.
Oh, but on Ryoya, yet again, silence is out there. Got the curse, chase down, could continue, although he doesn't have another Aether step. Astral step
broke the coil.
Okay, went a bit too far, and they just get a freebie. Saberlight making the move over is going to get the roar onto Jubei. That should be enough for the kill. And Flea, in the meantime, tries to back out, but have they gone in a bit too far? Dubu now getting gone on by Zero, trying to beat him down to death. They don't have roar anymore, but can still keep eyes on him, and they walk back in now with Ryoya. Zero gets just mauled down by Tomato. So they don't end up having enough damage.
This game's so hard right now, man. It's like, there's this Ursa already. Like, they had already roared, and that should be like freedom for a Night Stalker, and then there's just these boars just ruining you.
Ooh. Peter, what's the plan? How do you pull this back together right now if you're black and yellow? Like,
you just need to wait for the 10-minute mark. Get your hopefully some ultimates on your supports. It's kind of where their damage comes from.
It's fair enough. And looks like the mitigating damage is probably the best route. Is down bottom, a quick little spin away. Brio won't be able to connect. I mean, 4-1, it's a 2,000 gold lead. And that timing is basically what they're going to be hoping to match it out with.
Oh, that scan. Oh, it didn't turn red. Wow.
Okay.
All right. So they don't know Roya's coming through here.
And finding Brio. Coil used. Chase down. They got spin available.
Oh, he's out
Do
of
they
mana.
have enough damage, though? Almost enough. And Silence dead. They get him again.
That was so close.
Okay. Well, they're making it work kind of here and there.
Yeah, desperately needed. They are bringing a lot of heroes mid right now, though. And no Night Stalker ulti. The wave clear they have is pretty much just the Puck. And they still don't have 6 on AA.
So is this what you meant by the zoo, Peter?
Yeah, it's a really good Beastmaster game, guys. I know they picked it in the first phase.
Duba just got so dished. He did not get the memo.
Damn. I mean,
Yo,
that
Dubu,
is...
There's 5 heroes. You can move back now. No, I'm good.
There's something to be said, too. Like, I feel like this was a problem that sometimes came up with Night Stalker as well, where, like, you would have this great vision that'd be provided, and then, like, it wouldn't matter because they would just walk at you and you'd die. But they're pulling it back a little bit, at least here, this last couple of minutes.
Beastmaster's a hero with a ton of wave clear, and you don't necessarily have to see the enemy if all their lanes are pushed into them to figure out where they are.
Yeah, fair enough. Zero just gonna give up his life there, and another round of push coming through. Saberlight has already popped the Necros and gonna start scouting a bit, looking for a war target. And well, do they have the tome coming in yet? I think Jubei...
Actually, it's on Flea right now.
Okay.
Right, it was in his stash, so
They're both really struggling on levels, so not surprised.
Jubei's gonna try and go top to get a 6 and probably die for it.
We didn't
That's
even get
okay.
a 6.
Yeah, it's the 5 life.
A death for level 6 is worth it, I think, in a game this desperate. I mean, they're only 1k down, though, so... Bucket's farming really well, actually.
A lot of times it's been feeling like Royoya is kind of that backbone to this team in particular. The one who kind of makes the plays. On the puck this time, it feels like he's the one that's going to need to, I guess, be keeping on making these rotations. 3 kills so far. Did get picked off once.
Oh, for sure. He's going for the Witchblade too, which is kind of that carry puck build. And you can build puck in a way where you can really scale really well on this hero, and he might do that this game.
It seems to be the most common one now for sure. It's like Witchblade into all like the phase shift attack stuff.
Yeah, it just depends on what kind of follow up you have. It's like, is mobility what you need, right? Do you need to catch your opponents, or do you need damage to kill them? And in this game, kind of seems like he needs damage, since I don't know if his draft is most ideal with a puck, but going on Night Stalker.
Zero is just struggling. I mean, he's just in here farming jungle. Like his.
Well, he's had to give up the bottom lane to the Juggernaut, who had such a rough time top, and then it's not like he could go top either, so he kind of just stopped farming after laning phase, and he's more of a glorified support at this point.
It feels pretty rough. I mean, particularly in between these nighttime cycles, you just kind of have to chill, it feels like, and get whatever farm you can, give things up along the way. Dubu.
Well, they finally have their level 6s on their supports now. And they do have a smoke, so they might look to go here. Hopefully they don't do it underneath a hawk or anything.
Doesn't
I
look
don't know
like
if that hawk vision saw it.
looked like one of those where if like they had their, thing over the top of it, they might have seen it, but
They
are
also
going
ran
to
into
TP
his
out.
boars too, so yeah.
They poured him in, and they look like they're doing a smoke of their own, which is convenient timing.
I think they pinged out the fact that the Jug was going to the Ancients. They kind of saw him retreating back that way. Ryle pointed out, so now I think they're just going to punish that. And they have the Hawk there too, so at least they know he's left.
All right, does he go back? Does he go back for his stack, or does he just finish off here and head to the other jungle? All right, you have some good heads-up play here, recognizing the inherent danger. He dodges away. Both teams able to dodge the smokes. We haven't seen any of these ultis, but Dubu's got his global as well. So if things pop off, I don't know. That feels like it's kind of just a backbreaker for this black and yellow team in a way.
Yeah, anytime this Beastmaster is missing, I kind of think you know something is up, right? Like, this guy's the one pushing all the waves anyways. Ursa's just kind of jungling, getting his Battle Fury. And good heads up from Yamsen to get out of there.
Tomato, speaking of which, finishes off that Battle Fury now as they try and find Zero, and he does have ulti. 16 stick charges. But I think he's just going to be giving up his life yet again, and he's just sort of the perennial sack that they keep on throwing away.
He's level 7. Moon Meander is 9. This guy, that was the squishiest Night Stalker I've ever seen.
Yeah, dude, it feels bad. What's he even going for?
I don't really know if did they really just take this Night Stalker because they saw the LGD draft and they had Night Stalker and they were like, oh, this combo works well. Like I don't even see how it's a particularly great Night Stalker game with a lot of these heroes. Well, I like preying on the silencer, I suppose.
Maybe if they take the series, we can ask them after game 3.
I like that plan.
It's looking less and less likely.
Game number 1, you never know. Oh, wait a minute.
Still early.
Wait a minute. Royoya, global comes out. He explodes. Oh, and now they take down Yamsum on the other side of the map as well with just a solo Saberlight. A little bit of help there from Bryle as well, but if this battle keeps on, they can't really do much here, surely. I mean, they want to stick around.
Yeah, Silencer actually seems quite good against Puck. I mean, not only do you have like more kill threat on the Puck, or maybe you make him feel like he needs to go Yules to deal with the global, but his teammates can't really follow up with their spells. If Dubu just waits for that coil to go out, and this time they actually got the jump on him, so they're able to use it aggressively. But kind of worried about their mid game fight if they can't follow up.
Yeah, it puts that pressure on them in between the globals to like rush into engagements too. At least coil's like a shorter cooldown.
Oh, they're trying to kill the Beastmaster bottom, but Night Stalker.
Jesus, there's no way.
Oh, the Verge.
God, no. He's gonna gobble him up. He's dead. Now Moonmeander shows back up. Echo, but stolen coil, and now gonna try and get out of there. Royoya, can he break the TP? Even Dubu is gonna get out. Damn, dude. That one hurts.
Huge kill. No, huge kill on Beastmaster. Like,
You think that's good?
You think? I mean, you think they care about another Night Stalker death at this point?
Fair point.
This guy's more of a spectator, I think.
All right, fair enough. When it's good enough to just get 2 kills instead. Oh, this one might hurt though. Losing Royoya, can he get out? Play his way out of here? No, not gonna happen.
Man, Moon was kind of stone cold there too. He was holding the whole time on the coil. He didn't like steal orb or anything to escape. He just really wants that next coil.
Yeah, that's fair. It's crazy. It's like every hero on Undying kind of has a great game based upon just the draft alone. They're gonna pull back in Jubei now.
That is what drafting is all about.
I mean, usually, like, you know, if you're drafting though, your team ends up with some good stuff too, right?
Yeah,
what happened with black and yellow?
That's kind of what we were talking about. Is like they actually pick themselves into some like counter pick lanes, and the AA doesn't really help them in their draft at all.
Yeah.
So it's AA's like, hey, I'm gonna pick AA, and we're gonna lose our lane, and we're also
Just a heads up.
I don't know, like
Oh,
it's tough. It's tough.
game is hard. Huck goes down
Yeah.
again. Global kill. Oh, roar afterwards. Trying to
All
blow
right,
up
on
one
it.
here. They're gonna
Oh, no,
not
please.
get stuck onto Dubu. The lift back Moon. He's gonna keep his buddy alive. Can they salvage anything here? Find any follow-up kills? Yamsum's gonna get chased down by Tomato. He's gonna die as well. And now the lift up one more time for poor old Night Stalker. 4 dead again.
And
one hurts.
to Undying's credit, they have played
That's
extremely
it.
They called
clean this
it.
game, and that's it.
They
Damn,
called
dude.
it.
Holy
All right,
crap.
I
I'm
was gonna
fine with
say-
that.
I was gonna say one more thing. When the enemy team is first pick, it's really important that you win your side lanes, and you should wait until you see the enemy team's cores and then pick something that's good against them.
Right. That's
And
like the whole
that's
point,
oftentimes
right?
that's why people pick really like strong meta supports like Witch Doctor and Enchantress, is because they're always just good in their lane, whereas AA doesn't do anything. AA is a lane loser, which sucks because they get to hold their last pick, right? So then they last pick this Night Stalker, and then they lose their safe lane too.
Yeah.
Right. So this Beastmaster gets picked early, counter the Beastmaster, beat this Beastmaster in lane somehow.
Right.
But when you have an AA to start, it's like, what possible carry could you pick to have a good lane versus Beast? I don't know if the one even exists. Maybe Naga Siren or some sort of hero with, you know, illusions and summons that can deal with the boars.
I'm
Whatever
looking
it
at
was,
the hero
they
list.
did not find it. That's for sure.
Yeah. So just first pick Puck, like that's the mid hero, get it out of the way. But then just that's why I don't really like that first pick Puck either, because I don't think Puck is good. Well, the thing is, Puck is, you don't want like your guaranteed mid laner like that, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Then then Undying can they can pick their mid laner, which they did immediately, right? They picked the Void Spirit directly, and then they can kind of just wait for you to pick one of your side laners and counter that. And they wait till they see the AA, which is the 5, and they're like, okay, what is AA?